Welcome back to our 2022 Ryan Conference USA Football Kickoff Show. We have UAB Blazers up next, and all they do is win. Another winning season last year, capped off by a ranked team. They beat the 13th ranked BYU in the Independence Bowl on the way to 9-win seasons. Dwayne McBride, 204 yards rushing that game, a huge season. And we have the UAB Blazers on set, joined by interim head coach Brian Vincent, center Will Reichard, and safety Will Bowler. Guys, thanks for joining us here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
All right, so for UAB, if you're not familiar, the big news this offseason was Bill Clark announcing his retirement. Legendary coach at UAB decided for health reasons to step away from the program. So interim head coach Brian Vincent steps in. Now, you've been the OC here. You were here in 2014. You were back in since 2018. You're very familiar with the program. Tell us about how Coach Clark is doing right now in his health.
Absolutely. I talked to Coach Clark last night. He had the surgery about 8 days ago. He had the spinal fusion. He's up. He's doing about 3 20-minute walks with a back brace daily. He's slowly but gradually building up his strength and on the road to recovery. So he's in good spirits. He's doing really well, and he's just taking it one day at a time.
Well, we wish him a speedy recovery. He is an absolute legend. For you, this is a major opportunity, being the interim head coach. Where were you? How did you find out that you would be the head guy now?
Really, I just found out that next morning as the interim head coach leading into this season. I'm excited. It's a great opportunity. It's a program that I'm very passionate about. We've got a lot of history at UAB, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, and we've been able to accomplish a lot of great things, from winning 3 West championships in a row, 2 conference championships, the only 2 bowl wins in school history. So there's a lot of history, a lot of tradition at UAB. We set a lot of those traditions there and set the standards. Now it's our job to elevate them.
Now, in spring ball, you were the offensive coordinator. Now heading into the season, you're the interim head coach. What changes for you? What's the biggest adjustment? What did you do first?
Really, the number one thing I did first, I met with every defensive player on the team. Obviously, I've been the offensive coordinator and assistant head coach, and I've been able to speak to the offense daily. But now you're speaking to the whole team. So I wanted to meet with every defensive player on the team, just talk to them and let them know the standard remains the same. The expectations are the same. It's just our job to elevate them and to go really just to bring this whole team, keep them together, keep the mission the same, and that's win a championship.
Now, will you still call the plays?
I will.
Okay. All right. Take us through the offense. How have they looked so far?
We've got a lot of guys back, and it all starts up front with us. Our philosophy is it all starts up front. We've got 4 starters back really up front, from Kadeem Telford at left tackle to Matthew Treherne at left guard to Will Reichard, who's with us today at center, to Sidney Wells and Trey Badowski, and we've got depth up front. We've got our starting quarterback coming back, and Dylan Hopkins, who had a great year last year. We've got Jacob Zeno, who came in January, and Bryson Lucero is going to have great competition. You go to the running back position that we're really excited about. We've got Dwayne McBride back. We've got Jermaine Brown back. And then we've got a kid named A.J. Gates we feel like is going to really come in and give us some great carries. At the receiver position, we feel like this is the strongest and the deepest receiver position we've had, starting off with Trey Shropshire, who led the nation in yards per catch. We've got Tejon Palmer back at Z. We've got T.J. Jones back. We've got Ryan Davis back. We've got Samario Rudolph back. And we've really added a couple other guys, a guy named Fred Ferry, I think, that's going to really hit the scene this year also. At the tight end position, we lost Hayden Pittman and Garrett Prince, but we feel like we've got 6 capable tight ends that are going to come in and really, fit that role in that position to make us we're a 12, 11, and 12 personnel team.
Having 2 running backs who come back, who both rush for over 2,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, are you guys a run-first team, or what's the approach on offense?
We've always been a run-first team. It all starts up front, but we're going to establish the run, and then obviously we're also a heavy play-action pass, naked bootleg team.
Okay. Defensively, what do you look for now? As the head coach, you got to think about defense now.
Well, we've got 9 starters back. We feel like we've got the best back end that we've ever had. You've got Starling Thomas back at the corner position, D-Mac back. You've got Keandre Swoops. You've got Grayson Cash. You've got Will Bowler, who's with us here today. The inside linebacker position is probably the deepest and the strongest it's ever been with Noah back. We've got Jackson Bratton back. We've got Tyrone Black back. We've got We've added Reese Collier on the inside. So we feel really good about that. We've lost 2 guys early last year up front. We feel like our defensive line is going to be strong. We've got good depth. So we're going to be the same defense UAB defense has always been. We're going to get after you. We're going to be multiple based out of a 3 down front, a 4 down front. We're going to pressure, opposing the offenses and really get after the quarterback. And we've been a top 20 defense 4 years in a row, and I don't see that change.
All right, let's meet the guys you brought with you. Will Weichert, the center for this team. Interesting story that you switched over to center kind of midway through the season last year, and now you're on a preseason watch list as one of the best centers in this country. How did you make that transition, and what have you set for your goals this year?
Well, last year it was nice to come in, and we had Andrew Smith, who was playing center. He bumped out to guard, had really 2 centers out there, so it made my job really easy, making IDs and everything. And being on the watch list is an honor. Preseason accolade is a preseason accolade, though. I want to focus on this year, have a great year as a team, to win another championship.
Having 2 running backs coming in behind you, rushing over 2,000 yards, what does that do for your job?
Yeah, it makes my job real easy. Real easy. Yes, sir.
What makes those 2 so special, your running backs? Because, is it a different type of an offense when one is in versus the other?
No, most of the time we don't even know who's back there. We just know they're going to run the ball. And it's hard to explain, but when you know they're back there, it doesn't matter how the defense lines up, what they give you, we're going to get some yards.
Talking about Dwayne McBride and Jermaine Brown, 2 guys who are looking to light things up for UAB. Let's talk about the defense now. Safety, Will Bowler. Your coach said you returned 9 starters on defense. What does that mean for a defensive unit?
We're very experienced. We have a lot coming back, so just knowing that, we're going to get a lot of things done.
So obviously Will knows Coach Vincent because former offensive coordinator. Now as your new interim head coach, as a defense, what has been like getting to know Coach Vincent?
Been very good. I know he's a very people person. He loves us, and that's the thing about him. And that's the thing I like about Coach V. He's gonna make sure that we get everything right, and what we need, he's gonna get it.
What was the news like when you guys heard that Coach Clark was going to retire and step away from the program?
It was shocking, of course, but and we love Coach Clark, and we're going to honor him this year to have a great year. But this is our guy right here. We couldn't be more excited to have him leading us, and we're just looking for a great year.
All right.
What does that mean for you? You have the interim head coach title right now, but to hear one of the leaders on this team say, "You're our guy,"
it means a lot, and I'm a relationship guy. We love our kids. We're there for our kids, not only on the field, but it's how we mentor and how we lead our kids off the field that also is just as important as winning championships. So it means a lot, and we're excited about this year.
Ready to talk about your schedule?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the screen. We're going to flash your schedule up on here. You open up against Alabama A&M. Walk me through your schedule and what you're thinking.
Okay, so obviously we opened up with Alabama A&M on Thursday night, September 1. We understand that traditionally they've always had good football teams. They're going to come in. They're going to pack it out. Their bands. It's going to be extremely loud. It's going to be an exciting game. And then we've got to go up to Liberty week 2, who came to Birmingham last year and beat us. We understand and we know it's already sold out. It's going to be their home opener night game. It's a game that we're looking forward to. Then we've got Georgia Southern coming home to UAB week 3. It's a game that we're excited about. We haven't played those guys in years, so we're looking forward to that. Then we have an open week, and then we go to Rice. Rice beat us last year in Birmingham. It's our conference opener. It's a game that we're extremely excited about, that we're looking forward to going back out there and playing those guys. Middle Tennessee, who we haven't played since 2018 in the conference championship game that we were able to win. It is a big game. They're going to be coming home and coming to Birmingham, so that'll be our second conference game. Then we got Charlotte, who we haven't really played since 2018 with Will Healy, who does a great job. Then we go to Western in Bowling Green, Kentucky, who we were there, and I guess it was 2019, and we didn't get it done in 19. So we look forward to going to Western and playing Coach Helton, who does a great job. And then we go to Boca, and we play Florida Atlantic with Willie Taggart, who we were able to play those guys last year. We were able to come out on top. And then we got UTSA and Coach Traylor, who has done a phenomenal job at UTSA. We had an unbelievable game out there last year in the Alamo Dome, and we lost in the last few seconds. So we welcome them coming to Birmingham. Then we've got North Texas coming, with Coach Luttrell, who's obviously always done a great job. And then we go to Baton Rouge, Death Valley, and play LSU, and that's a game our players are looking forward to. And then, one of our traditional rivals, La Tech, last game of the year, we've got to go to Ruston, Louisiana, and we've always had wars with La Tech. Always. It's a great rivalry, and it's a game our players always look forward to playing.
All right, as we wrap things up, Give me, how would you sum up what you expect to see from your team this season?
There's no doubt about it. You're going to see a team that's going to play with passion, that's going to be tough, that's going to represent UAB. You know, UAB, it's personal. It's personal for our players. It's personal for our town, our community. So there's no doubt about it. We understand the expectations. We understand the standards because we set them. And now it's this team's job to go out and elevate those standards and go chase another championship.
Well, interim head coach Brian Vincent, we wish you the best of luck. We are sending our thanks to Bill Clark. Everything you did for this program is phenomenal. We wish you a speedy recovery. And our thanks to Will Reichard and Will Bowler, one of three remaining guys from that 2007 team since UAB came back. I'm sure you want to go out with a bang this season.
Yes, sir.
Good luck for your season this upcoming year.
Absolutely.
Thank you.